Moving on, slightly cheerier one. We've got the Metro and the Times now with different ways of looking at the same story about prejudice, Josh.
So the Metro, 2/3 of black and Asian people say they face discrimination in their daily lives. This is a large poll. This is ahead of the 75th anniversary of Windrush coming to the UK. And this is what the Metro's focus on, is how 67% of ethnic minority respondents said that they believe that black and Asian people face discrimination on a daily basis in Britain. It's essentially how racist the UK is. Now, if you look at the Times, though, their headline is, UK is the best Western nation to live in, say ethnic minorities. So it's a classic case of different newspapers taking exactly the same story, taking exactly the same poll, and the results that come out of it, and deciding to focus on very different things.
Yeah.
Now, it's not. Of course, it can be that both things are true, but it does speak to, I think, the positives of living within the UK compared to the other countries, USA, Germany, France. As people have said, is like, but then, of course, me as a Jewish person might go, oh, this is a great place to live. I don't know what it's like to live in those other countries, but from what I've seen, from certainly talking to friends of mine who are black, it does seem like the idea is they prefer living in the UK.
I think sometimes it depends on where you're living. Because I live in Newham and I do not suffer racism. I mean, English is the 15th language. So the chances of me suffering racism in Newham is low. But if I lived in somewhere far, maybe, where there's not many black people, maybe that's the people they've asked in this poll who have said that living in Britain's bad. But if you compare it to yesterday times, I mean, black people can get hotels now. Like, things have improved. I'm happy to
Scottish
stay,
people can now.
Yeah.
But the other thing that it says here, 2/3 of people say they would welcome a less heated debate about race in the country's politics and society. I think people would agree with that. But the difficulty is that any time this stuff is raised, people seem very quick to start shouting out the word racist and whatnot. And that's why people, I think, don't want to talk about it, or things do get heated if people start going, oh, well, now all white people are racist, then it's like people don't want to talk about this.
I've got a little plot twist on this. I think there's other people in communities that suffer discrimination. I reckon big people suffer discrimination.
You mean fat?
See, I didn't want to say fat, but fat people suffer discrimination.
Well, they just suffered it.
Disabled, disabled, homeless people from poor backgrounds, they're the ones who really suffer. And there are studies that have shown that some white males are now starting to suffer a bit of discrimination.
Finally! I knew it. No,
Let's clip that up. Let's get that a little bit done.
Watch any ad break on ITV. Oh, my God. Unless it's a gambling advert or something about alcohol awareness, you will not see a white ginger guy.
And you won't see a black person. You won't see a black man. You'll see a black woman married to a white man and mixed-race children, but you will not see a black man. That's illegal.
So it is, but I agree with you. I think that when people start getting asked about their experience and stuff, it is like, well, do you experience discrimination? As a Jew, I've experienced racism and discrimination almost every day. You just have to go online to find it.
Online? But do you people suffer in the real world?
Well, the way you were talking to me earlier.